People used to come here when he was really little, when he was riding around on the property, and they'd say, I don't know if you realise that what that boy's doing on a bike's not normal. And I said, well, I'm not quite sure what normal is, but they kept saying, no, he's got really remarkable balance and skill for a young kid.
21-year-old New Zealander Anton Cooper is a rising star of the cross-country mountain biking world. He's the reigning under-23 world champion and a Commonwealth Games gold medalist.
I enjoy getting out and exploring. It's the adventure, and you can't go as far in as much time just by walking. So by mountain biking, and I find I'm able to ride, most tracks that people are able to walk. So it opens up a whole lot of new possibilities for myself on a mountain bike.
Anton lives and trains in the Christchurch area on New Zealand's South Island. He began riding at the age of 2 and would go on to dominate the junior mountain bike scene in his homeland.
We had a bit of land, 4.5 acres. I just used to build mountain bike tracks on our place with single track and jumps and rock gardens, all that sort of stuff that a little kid likes to ride. So I just used to challenge myself, and Dad encouraged me to race because he thought I was quite good. I was 11 years old at my first race, and I won that one by quite a bit, and decided I liked winning. So yeah, just kept going, got hooked from that moment.
Anton's father, Paul, was a talented mountain bike rider himself. He encouraged his son every step of the way as he was coming up through the junior ranks. They'd spend countless hours together on training rides round the picturesque New Zealand countryside.
I knew how fast I was riding, and I'm talking a little boy on little wheels who was keeping up with me. And sometimes would come back, and he was probably only 10 or 11, he'd be averaging 24, 26k an hour on a bike with little mountain bike wheels on it, over 20 odd k, and I'd be thinking, this is not normal to be quite so. So yeah, probably at that stage I started to think, yeah, he is very good.
Growing up, Anton excelled in a variety of sports. He was a local tennis champion, took part in duathlons, and regularly played football. All competed for his attention, but it was mountain biking which soon commanded all of his focus.
Mountain biking was that thing that clearly he was most passionate about. But the hardest thing for us, I think, was the balance between family life and, Anton having 2 sisters as well, and they used to say it's not all about mountain biking, so we were torn between, yes, we want to get to events to let him race, but likewise they also wanted to have family holidays doing other things. So yeah, it was a little difficult for a while to meet everybody's needs. We seemed to be chasing mountain bike events around the country, then Australia, and then the world, really.
It wasn't long before Anton's talents were rewarded with sponsorship deals from a few local businesses, which helped to ease the financial burden on the Cooper family. Anton won junior events across Oceania, breaking course records as he went. It was in 2011 that he began to make an impact on the wider international junior cross-country stage.
My first trip overseas, I was only 16 when I left, and stayed with a French-speaking family. I didn't speak any French, so I was kind of chucked in the deep end, but I had 2 World Cup wins. I was second at World Champs my first year, and the next year I was super motivated to come back and win, and I did. I won the Under-19 World Champs in 2012, and that was massive for me and really the start of my professional career.
By his high standards, a relatively inconsistent 2013 season followed as Anton made the step up to the under-23 scene. But he worked hard and pushed himself to make the grade. The next year, the young Kiwi rider claimed gold at the 2014 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow.
Glasgow was really cool. It was super well organised and really friendly people. It was my first taste of that sort of Commonwealth Olympic environment. We have so many different sports disciplines competing. It had been a rough build-up. From winning my junior world title until Commonwealth Games, wasn't the smoothest road. To win it, especially in the manner that I did, was really exciting. It was such a big event that I hadn't participated in something like that before, so it was new to me and I really enjoyed it.
Having finished 4th and 6th at previous Under-23 cross-country World Championships, Anton was determined to improve at last year's event in Andorra. The confidence and experience that he'd gained from winning at the Commonwealth Games served him well, and he rode brilliantly. In a muddy and grueling race, Anton became involved in a sprint finish with French rider Victor Koretsky. Anton emerged victorious by just 3 seconds.
I think that's probably one of his real strengths, is his determination, and he seems to find a way to win. And when it comes to a big event, he seems to find a way of extracting the best out of him, and that's when he gets really determined of you know, doing well.
Thank you.
For 6 months of the year during the racing season, Anton is based in Europe. When he's back in New Zealand, he loves nothing more than spending time relaxing at the family home with his parents and sisters.
Try and just give him a really nice place to be that is not having to talk cycling, because so many places that he goes, everywhere that he's invited to go, they want to discuss cycling. So yeah, we allow him to have that relaxing spot here so that hopefully he can go forth from that reinvigorated so that he can achieve some of those goals. So yeah, what he might achieve, we'll have to wait and see.
2016 looks set to be a big year for Anton Cooper. He'll be competing at his debut Olympics and believes that he can make a big impact on the biggest stage of all. In addition to Rio, Anton is also eyeing up a maiden elite world title. Success at the Olympic and world level is something that this 21-year-old is ready for.
Yeah, I feel like I am. I mean, you can never rest on your laurels. You have to always look to what's next and try to see the bigger picture, because otherwise you're left in your competitors' dust, and I don't want that to happen. So yeah, I feel like I am on the right track. I've ticked the boxes with junior world title, with Commonwealth Games and with under-23, and for me there's 2 more big ones, and that's Olympic gold, I want that, and elite world title.
So with the goals set, we look forward to seeing if Anton Cooper can deliver.